Breakfast Bible Bites.
Good morning and welcome to Breakfast Bible Bites for another week. Today we are looking at the story of Peter. Now if you remember, Peter was a disciple of Jesus while Jesus was on earth. But after Jesus was taken back to heaven, Peter and the other disciples went around for their whole lives telling people about Jesus and the good news of what he had done for everyone at the cross. Peter went from city to city and he preached this good news to whoever would listen. But unfortunately, some people didn't like what he was saying. They didn't believe the stories about Jesus and they wanted them stopped. And one of those people was the king. And the king took Peter and he threw him into prison, even though he had done absolutely nothing wrong. But the church was praying. It says in the Bible they were praying earnestly for Peter, that he would be safe and that he would be released. One night when Peter was fast asleep in prison in his cell, he was awoken suddenly by a very bright light shining into the cell. And an angel of the Lord shook him awake. He took the chains from off Peter and he led him out of his cell past the sleeping guards. He led him right out of the prison and Peter walked up to the house where members of the church had gathered to pray for him. And they were so amazed and overjoyed to see Peter himself at the door. God had truly answered their prayer in an incredible way. Now, God doesn't always answer our prayers in a miraculous way. He doesn't always answer it in the way that we want him to. And he doesn't always do what we think is best. But God always hears and answers our prayers in the way that is best. There were other times when the apostles were put in prison and they weren't released. Some of the apostles died for their faith and what they were doing. It's not that God didn't answer the prayers of the church then. God always answers our prayers, but he does it in his way because that is absolutely what is best.